head closer to the Easter holidays, as we head closer to Good Friday, I'd like to welcome you all to this time and session. Sorry about that, no having cats landly. But yes, welcome to everybody to this broadcast of today. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And thank you for those that believe that probably I could be onto something to change, to help bring a positive change in our lives, in our people, in our men. But coming on to today, yeah, it is actually quite a bit cold. I was gonna try outside, but I was like, no, Gabanda. But on to today's topic. As I've said, that today I just want to talk on the balance of power in relationships. It is important to understand that as a man, that there is power in relationship. You know, one thing I've come to realize and learn in my past relationships, and in my marriage, I've learned to see that there is this thing of power that is either misunderstood or misguided or is misplaced or mispracticed. Yes, that's a proper word I've been looking for. It's being mispracticed. You see, I've come to see and I've come to learn that power is not necessarily within the person who wears the pants in most cases, because I mean we are living in times and days where everybody can easily wear pants. Remember, is the easy assumption of pants is related or is joined with the fact that you are the one providing in the house, is joined or related to the fact that you are the one that's bringing all the things in. But it's very important also to understand and to see that power can shift. Power can be something that can be practiced. Power can be something that can be seen, can be something that can be shared amongst us. You know, relationships are a tricky and funny place where power is something that people do not understand, or that power is something that people miss. Now, I need you to understand one thing: the power in the relationship does not necessarily mean that you are the one that's calling the shots, or that you are the one that's actually, that it gets to be seen and known that you are the man. Sometimes, in most cases, thina machita, we sometimes have this thing yokuthi sifuna ukuzwakala ukuthi mina yimi out la endlini, or yimi indoda, um uzobona amajita amaningi or amadoda amaningi, they always say to their wives, yimi indoda la endlini, yimi indoda la endlini. But when you begin to understand that the minute you say that, I want to tell you, if you're a man that normally practice that, if you constantly say that to your wife, that you are the one that, or to your partner, to your spouse, or to your children as well, to say that yimi indoda, yimi ubaba la endlini, just know that the power has shifted. You have shifted the power. Not necessarily the power the way it is supposed to, or how it is seen in our time, but you have shifted the attention. You are now trying to take what belongs to you, what you should have actually been owning all this entire time. Power in relationship or power in marriage is, I believe, in my understanding, starts by understanding each other's roles. Now, what do I mean about roles? Not the roles that the way we know or the way we would love to interpret it, to say a woman's place is always in the kitchen, or the woman's place is always in doing the washing, or the woman's no, not in that meaning. Because either way, I can decide as a man to say, you know what, I'm gonna cook. In fact, I've been doing that for some time, since I know that my wife has been pregnant for some time. I've been doing that. You understand? I cook, I clean, I do all that. But that does not mean I've lost my power. Power is being shared. You see, power in relationship is seen with the ability to make decisions together. Power in relationships is seen in the ability to make the other one feel special. Let me tell you, my brother or my sister as well who would be watching, it's not simply because of you can make the decision that you are the most powerful one. It's not that. The power in relationship is shared between the two when you guys realize that you guys are in a partnership. Because I need you to understand, a relationship or marriage is a partnership. A relationship or marriage is a partnership. It does not have that thing of saying it's not necessarily to even use the term 50-50, because the term 50-50, in my understanding, it has messed up our entire humanity. I'm not saying that women are not equal to men. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to say to you, once we understand who we are in a relationship, when you understand your position, it's not necessarily saying that your position is all in the kitchen. No, you as a woman can also go out and work and provide for your family. You can do that. But power is shared when each and every one of us understand that I am your husband and I am your wife. When I speak to you, I do not speak to you in just an authoritative manner, but I speak to you in love. I speak to you in showing that, listen, I am your harbor, because that's what men we are to our women. We are their harbor. We are their place of safety. When you take on your power is when you show your wife or your partner that I am your harbor. I am your place of safety. When you speak to your woman, they must feel the thing that, you know what, I'm being loved. You know, one of the first scriptures that I ever shared when we started this was it found in the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, when Paul begins to speak about marriage. The Bible clearly says, men, love your wife. And when it says that, that shows you where your power lies as a man. See, sometimes we miss things in our relationships because we want the love to go the other way around. Listen, women can only return what you give them. If you give a woman your love, that's what they will return. The greatest balance of power is seen if a man understands that everything that is happening in and around them must mirror what they are bringing out. Your power is in you and what you are giving to your family. The power is in you and what you are giving to your wife. When you are giving your wife love and when you are giving your wife care, that's the power that you have. And the next thing, the easiest thing that your wife will ever return to you, they will return respect, they will return honor, because that's their power. That's the power they have. The power that women have is respect and honor to their man. The power that men have is love towards their wives or their partners. Listen, if you want to ever succeed in this, it's understanding your power. It's understanding that I am a lover. We men, that's what we are given. We are given to love. Love is in us. Love is part of what God has placed in us. Love is what God gave to men. We men are capable of loving women better than any other thing can ever do. We men are capable of loving women better than women can ever love themselves. We are capable of doing that. See, when you come to realize that love is in the sweet little words that you say to your wife, the sweet little actions that you do, that sweet little breakfast in bed that you do, that sweet little flowers that you buy, the chocolate that you buy. That's where you show your love. Love is in little actions that you do. I remember at one point in time, I always tell the story. I was so adamant and I so wanted to buy my wife the pots that she wanted. But she told me that, but you could have just bought me chocolate. It would have gone a long way. And I've come to learn that it's in the little things that we actually get to show these people that we love them. The fact that you passed by Pick and Pay and just bought one rose, believe you me, it goes a long way, because it shows this person that you are mindful of them. It shows this person that you are mindful of them. It shows this person that you are thinking of them. The power of a man is not necessarily in your hands, but is in your mouth. And it is in your hands, but not in their hands to smack or to beat up a woman or to force your power as in physical power on a woman. But your power as a man is found in what your hands can do. If your hands can cook, if your hands can buy those little things, if your hands can massage your wife. And the power in women towards us men is seen in your ability, you know, to give us that honor and that respect. I mean, at one point in time, I am guilty as myself, as I sometimes forget to buy that little chocolate. But that's what we need to learn as men about this, our women, is that it's the little things. Even with the kids, our power with the relationship with the kid. Remember, child of God, and everybody who's watching. Power relates from you to the next person, even towards your child. There is a certain level of power that you can, the two of you can share. There's one thing that my son has got power over me. There is a certain way, a certain thing that my son will do that will make me do anything for him. Just because he's my son, he's got that power over me. But I've got a power over him because when I begin to teach him how to respect my no, when I begin to teach him how we do things in the house, how to respect mommy's no, how to stay away from certain things. The power in our relationships is shared simply by understanding our position and who we are. I'm not here to crush and say women are less than men. No, no, no. Women are important. Men are also important. We are all important. But it's a matter of understanding that as a man, the greatest power I can ever exercise on a woman is to show them that I love them. And the woman understand that the greatest power I can ever exercise on a man is to show them that I respect you and I honor you. Because you need to understand that as a man, you are the harbor, you are the covering of that wife, of that woman, of your wife or your partner. You are their covering. I read a post that says sometimes we wish men could understand that the women that they look at that are so beautiful and when taken care of and all that, it is another man's blood and sweat and money that made them look that way. Why don't you do the same with your own? And that's a reality that we are running away from. Let me tell you, my brother, you want your girlfriend or your partner or your wife to look like that woman that you think of, that you dream of. It's gonna take you. You're gonna have to invest time. You're gonna have to invest words. Heck, you're even gonna have to invest your money in it. Like my wife looks as the way she does today. It's because God has blessed me. I'm trying by so. I'm not saying she looks the man. My wife looks beautiful. I must say, I love my wife. She looks beautiful. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever left my eyes on. And I can tell you now, most of the things it's simply because I am taking my time as well. When she says I need to do my hair, I'm like, okay, babe, yeah, go do your hair. Because that's what we need to do as men. That little spending that you do on them is you showing them that you love them. But that does not necessarily mean now you are entitled to their body. You are not entitled to it. And you women, just because you honor and you respect a man, it does not make you entitled to their money. No. Everything that we do out of love. If I'm gonna spend on you, it's because I love you. If I'm gonna take care of you, it's because I love you. I love my wife, I love my son. And I'm gonna spend on them. And I'm gonna take my time to be with them. I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna say these beautiful words to them. And I tell my wife how beautiful she is, how I love her smile, how she makes my heart skips a beat. It's those little things. I'll go out there and just go to the stores and come back and give her chocolate, just give her flowers. I'll do that because I love her. And that's how I show it. And that's how I exercise my power. It's not necessarily because I can slap her or I can pick her up or I can keep quiet or I can. No, 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 no. In fact, when you begin to exercise your masculinity on a woman, meaning your physical power, then I must tell you that you are a coward. Because then you are not exercising the real duty that of a man is to do. The real duty of a man is to love. Love. That's how you exercise your power. That's how we share power in our marriage, in our relationships. That's how we share power in understanding who we are. When you understand that my main duty is to love, you share, you show them, you exercise your power through love. When she understands that her duty is to honor you, to respect you, she's exercising her power. And once we understand that, then there's that peace and that serenity in a relationship. And one more thing I just want to share with you, just before I say goodbye, is that for men, one of the things that we need to learn and understand is that love for us is not necessarily just an emotion, but it's a decision. Because an emotion is almost like something that is triggered by, how can I put it? It's necessarily triggered by, it's a chemical reaction to what you see. But love is a decision. It's a decision that you need to make every day you wake up when you see your wife. Even if that day they didn't put out the makeup, when you wake up, you still need to make up that decision and say, I love this woman. Love is a decision. Hence, that's why it's something that you get to exercise your power on. It's because it's a decision. It's a decision. You exercise your power by understanding that a no means no. You are exercising when she says a no, not today, and you respect that. You're exercising your power. You exercise your power. Even you women, when you understand that if he says I don't have money, it doesn't mean you must go look for Abudua a time. He doesn't have it. Honor it. Be with him through that time. By the time he makes it, you always think of you. One of the stories that I always tell about me and my wife, one of the reasons why I always say that I don't see myself leaving my wife, that there was a time, I think about 3-4 months, I wasn't really earning. She was still my fiance in actual fact by that time. I was struggling a lot at work. I can tell you, she's the one that paid my rent. She's the one that made sure that I've got petrol to go see my clients because I was a financial advisor at that time. She did all those things for me. Today we're still together. We're growing strong. So how do you balance power? By understanding that your duty is to love. By understanding that your duty is to show honor and respect. Once those two are ticked out of the box, we are on our way to living in Neverland. We are on our way to living and having a beautiful, peaceful marriage because we understand that my duty is to love and my duty is to honor and respect. And once that is in the bag, believe you me, there is no way that you guys are not going to succeed. That's all for today. Just wanted to share those little things from my heart to you guys. And I hope it's going to touch somebody. Please like, share, comment, criticize. I'm all open to all that. But thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for whoever's gonna watch later and leave your comment and do whatever that you need. Share. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to see one of my very, very great and loving brothers that I love so much, Terence Kumani. Thank you so much for liking and watching and staying tuned with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, man, this is it for today. Remember, you exercise your power by loving that woman and by honoring that man. Peace out. God bless.